Yo, what's up everybody, Hoyan Ashford here, bringing you Eden Zero manga review. This is chapter 47, titled Words Gives Us Strength. This was a really good really good manga chapter. It was another battle heavy manga chapter. We had Valkyrie, a replica version versus Homura. I know in my last review on 46 I said it's going to be Homura versus her teacher. And she is fighting her teacher, but it's not the real Valkyrie, it's a replica. I had forgot to mention that last time, so excuse me on that part. My mistake. I completely skipped that it said Valkyrie replica, and I was so hype about it, but sadly it was just a replica of Valkyrie, not the real one. I thought it was gonna be eventually the real one, faking as a fake one, but yeah, thanks to the ending, this probably is a replica, not the real one. So that theory is blown out the window. But chapter begins with Homura getting really upset that she's seeing this Valkyrie in front of her who's a replica, and she's like, you made a replica of my teacher, that's disrespectful and being sarcastic, and now you're making me fight it. So she goes in upset, and she's just swinging her sword, and you have the fake Valkyrie smiling. And from what we heard, this fake Valkyrie doesn't just sound and look like the real Valkyrie. Her fighting style, her memories, the way she speaks, the knowledge that she knows of the word and even on Homura, is all replica of the real one. So this is a really good copy of that replica. This replica is a really good copy of the original Valkyrie. And every time Homura gets in close to do a strike on Valkyrie, she blocks it, but then she trips her and ends up pushing her to the side. And basically the whole fight kind of went like that, because she was fighting in anger, Homura. But then Homura remembers something in a flashback, and we get to see her flashback, and we see her outside like this barn, and she's there in a kimono, a child kimono, holding a doll. And these three guys with guns come up to her and was like, oh, you by yourself? You have nobody? That's great. Come on guys, let's capture her and let's sell her to Gildas. And she was scared, and the guys wasn't going to capture her. But then out of nowhere, Valkyrie comes, and she defeats all three and saves Homura. And she sits next to her, and she's like, why don't you go back to your parents? And Homura was like shaking her head and closing her eyes, which was very cute. I love kid Homura, she looks real cute. But she's not really speaking, she's just shaking her head up and down or just a no. And basically in the end of that flashback, Homura and Valkyrie look at each other, and Valkyrie tells Homura, if you have something to say, you should say it, because words give us strength. And I love how Hiramashima tied it in, because that's also the title of our chapter, of chapter 47. And she finally spoke, and she told her, my name is Homura. And that's when the flashback ends. We don't get to see no more. Most likely that's when Valkyrie most likely took her in, but we're gonna have to wait until we get more flashbacks. But after that she calms down, and she finally fights regularly, and she goes up and she allows this fake Valkyrie replica to kick her again. But the kick was like, the way she was standing was like in a fake way, so when she got kicked, she would spin the opposite way of the kick. That way she can be able to do this move called like the Dragon Flash. And she struck her, and she was able to one-shot Valkyrie with that, and Valkyrie fell to the floor of the replica, and she's like, it's over, I'm done. And she ends the fight, and everyone's happy. And one thing I noticed through the chapter that I know a lot of people are not speaking about, and this is very important, is Shiki. Because Pino, Happy, Rebecca, and Wise, or Wisp, however you want to, translation you want to go by, they're all worried for Homura. They think that she can't win because she's doing horribly so far. But when it comes to Shiki, he can't stop this sarcastic grin on his face. And he's like, guys, it's cool, she got this, she's gonna win. And I'm thinking to myself, he has so much confidence in Homura, yet, if you think about it, technically part of the story, technically they only known each other for like less than a month. So, I mean, to build up a friendship like that and believe in her that well, that's kind of crazy. But then when you look at the support behind it and what's behind of it, and then it kind of makes sense. Kind of a lot of people are going to be like, oh, that's BS, that he believes in her too quickly, like they're friends forever and they've only been friends for like a couple of weeks or days. But this is what a lot of people are not really thinking about and taking into consideration. Shiki's grandfather, the Demon King, you know, he created the four Shining Star Sisters. And Homura is technically the student of Valkyrie, who's one of the four. So that technically ties Valkyrie in like his family slash friend tree. So more than just a female friend of his, she's like more like a cousin as well. Or you could say a pupil of a pupil. You know what I mean? So they have that bond, and based off of that family tree and how much respect and love he has for his grandfather, which is also extending that love to the four Shannon sisters, it makes sense that he's going to respect and love Homura the same way, and why he's going to believe in her the same way he believed in his grandfather and the four Shannon sisters, which were his main four subordinates. So in that aspect, it kind of makes sense why Shiki believes in Homura so well. And it makes sense if you think about it in that aspect. I know that probably sounds kind of boring and cheesy, but that's just the type of person that Shiki is. He believes in everybody, and he wants to be friends with everybody because he never had human friends. Remember, he grew up 15 plus years of his life in a robotic country. A robotic planet at that. So, but yeah, that was basically the chapter. She wins, and it was a perfect victory for Shiki's team. All five of them got straight wins. All four of them got straight wins. Shiki, Homura, Wise, and Rebecca. So, but yeah, next week, Shamel should answer their question and state where is Valkyrie and why she's doing this tournament thing. Hopefully, again, like I predicted 2-3 chapters back in my other reviews, I believe Shamel is putting them through this trial, not to see if they're worthy to find the answer to where Valkyrie is at. But I believe since she's the narrator of the story and supposedly she knows everything in this realm, I believe she can foretell the future, that Drake and Joe is after Eden Zero and he's interested in it. So most likely she's gonna use this tournament to prepare them, not just mentally but physically as well. You know, he is one of the 7 galactic warlords, so, or I think it's 7. I'm not sure if it's 6 or 7 warlords. I forgot. I think it's 6. But yeah, this is gonna be very intense next week, hopefully. But this arc is so far pretty good. I'm liking it. Can't wait to get more of Shamel. Hopefully she stays as a permanent character. Even if she's not part of the Shiki's group, hopefully we keep seeing her more often. I mean, she is the narrator and all. And she's known as the best fortune teller, legendary fortune teller at that. So, but yeah, that was a chapter, guys. Can't wait until we see the real Valkyrie. I want to see how she's like and her the dynamic with her sister, and how she's gonna interact with Homura and Shiki and the rest of the crew. Hopefully, like I said before, hopefully Shamel, she stays part of the series and we see her more often. Can't wait to see what Drake and Joe is doing. Because we know he's getting information off of, I believe his name is Gracefield, the Grill Master, so that's going to be intense. But yeah, this arc is wrapping up so far, and I can't wait to the next one. But that's all I have for you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Link be down below. Like and share this video and share with your family and friends. Tell me down below what you thought and like and didn't like about the chapter, and how you feel so far by Eden Zero on this arc. But that's all I have for you guys. Peace out and have a